First, it was the state of the box, old and cardboard was rotting. Nova shrieked when a mountain of bugs crawled out the flap. Looking closer at it, looking closer, it looked like a box of toys or dolls. But then I squeaked. The box was open. It had been open a long time, and the more I looked at it, the more progressively sicker I got. There was something tincturing. The cardboard, the old red paint, the flaps, and inside the thing itself.
I was suddenly aware of things happening way too quickly for me to understand. A blur of movement to my right, which was Freddy dropping his knees and barfing everywhere, and the Nova figure scrambled out of the room. I could hear her screams. I could hear my brother retracting, but I couldn't tear my eyes away from the front of the box, because on the front of the box was me, Maria. I was seeing a photo of me smiling widely and colorful words printed on the box saying, "Now grown to full size, Mom said, certified." The printed word on the box looked like a different language, though I could still read it. Child TM. Have you ever wanted your very own child? Well, now you can. Just pull out the cord and you have your very own son/daughter. I was stepping forward when something moved. Frankie yanked me back, but I was dwelling inside my mother's closet to find a much newer box. This one was unopened and occupied a full-grown college-age guy peeking into a plastic bagging. This time I saw the cord, like an umbilical cord, connected to the thing inside the box, which was asleep. Its eyes were shut. "Freddy," I said, "it's time to go to college." Before Freddy could see it, I shoved it back, stumbling, my heart in my throat. I was frowning at where all the blood was on the second box, staining the bottom where my brother grabbed my hand and yanked me back. Before I could fully register what was going on, he dragged me downstairs. I think he was trying to get me out of there. But then he stopped, sort of freezing in place. When I followed his gaze, I found 2 birthday cards set up on the panel piece. They were labeled in Mom's handwriting. The purple one was mine, the pink one was Freddy's. I opened mine, and instead of $20 notes slipping out, I found myself staring at a countdown being reflected into my face in red light. 59, 58, 57. Below that, "Dear Maria, I'm so happy I met you. I was able to call you my daughter. I found you at the age of 17, but you have given me lifetime of memories I will cherish. You will be running out very soon, and like the other moms, I don't want to see you go. I am supposed to be giving you back tomorrow, but we have to each make a pact. With every child obtained, every mother, father agreed that sending you back to those people would be terrible. Giving you another mom would break my heart. Sweetheart, I have heard your biological mom has never stopped searching for you, and trust me, she won't find you. So, I'm not going to give you back. I do support the company I got you from, but I have always wanted a child. And this town cannot have children. I have lost too many inside of me to be hopeful. Happy birthday, my beautiful daughter. Goodbye, XXX." I'm not sure what emotion I felt at that moment, but I finally understood why Finn, Steph, and the others killed their parents. I was wrong. There was a motive. Rage. What the fuck? Freddy dropped his card, his eyes wide. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here before whatever this thing is, it's going to blow up. My brother shook me. Are you listening? We need to get Nova and get out of here. Going to blow, I thought dizzily. Had Mom planted a bomb? There was no time to find it. No way to get out. I was nodding along with my brother. Finding Nova was the hardest part. Who had disappeared? When it hit me like ice, cold water, Finn standing in the cell was his eyes carved out of his skull, and Steph wearing Ray-Bans to cover his eyes. Every other kid I saw always wore sunglasses, was hiding their eyes. With the countdown reflecting onto the wall and Freddy screaming at me to find our sister, I wandered into the kitchen, pulled open our mom's prized knife drawer, and picked out the sharpest thing I could find. It had driven me crazy seeing the sheriff's son multiple face. Why had he done that to himself? Why he would kill his father and then carve his own eyes? Part of me thought it was the curse which had taken over them as some sort of reward, but I was wrong. Of course I was wrong. Finn Navoka didn't scoop out his eyes because he was crazy. He carved them out because he had gotten that exact birthday card, that countdown. And somehow he had known, just like me, as I stuffed my sweater sleeve into my mouth. The bomb was part of us, digging the blade into my eye and jerking it to the ankle to sever it. I screamed into my sleeve, managing to choke out through sobs, begging my brother to do the same. The countdown was still in my head, and if I concentrated, I could still hear it. The beep, beep, beep of the thing sandwiched inside me. It could have been either eye or both, but I didn't have time to guess. I was on my knees when I managed to scoop out my eye with the teeth of the knife and then my fingers. Then the beep stopped. I pressed my face into the kitchen floor and breathed in and out before using my sleeve to chuck the blood pool into my face. My vision was severed, and I was pretty sure I was going to be blind. But it was better than becoming blown into pieces. Freddy was already in front of me, his eyes wide and confused, already clumsily grasping for the knife to do the same. We're okay, my brother said in a hiss. He was already following my lead, biting onto his sleeve and hovering the knife over one of his eyes. Nova was in the doorway. I could see her shadow, and just seeing her, I knew she was trembling, too scared to come near either of us. I opened my mouth to try to reassure her, while helping Freddy sever what was inside of him. Before, pop, I heard it burst, an audible popping in my ear. Nova screamed behind me. Before, something warm hit my face, warm and red, coating my eyes and cheeks. When I swiped startling red from my eyes and face, I found myself glimmering at scarlet, dripping from the walls and slick on the floor and countertop. Everything I reached out for, my brother, who wasn't there anymore. The birthday card which I had opened is still on the ground, and I could see my mother's message, and 18 years worth of birthday cards came over me, which one was saying the exact same thing. I'm glad you didn't explode. Whatever my fake mother did to get to me, I don't care. I don't care if I'm an artificial ground freak who was born at 17 years old. I've already raided my kitchen for the best knives I could find so I can find my mother and father and kill them.